I had a question about the possibility of living in a simulation. When you think about like all the quirks, every individual personality, how things work on a cellular level, like the universe, everything, doesn't it start to seem more far-fetched when you see how intricate and individual things are?
Okay. Next question. Let's ready to go over here. Yep.
When you think about like all the quirks, every individual personality, how things work on a cellular level.
Somebody's really cranky. Somebody didn't get their bedtime. Somebody's really upset. They're angry. They need a nap. None other than Andy Milonakis, the person you saw in that intro there. And for some reason, if you don't know who Andy Milonakis is, he'll be the first one to tell you exactly who he is because he loves to tell people, hey, I used to be someone. And that's exactly what he's been doing for the past few days because he's upset that people are making fun of him for asking a very stupid, dumbass question to Elon Musk during E3. And it was such a dumb question that the question didn't get answered. They just kind of laughed and went on to the next person, and that bothered Andy because people made fun of him for it. But now we got angry Andy tweeting up a storm about everyone, including Memology, who he's going back and forth with about relevancy and creativity. Two things that are very interesting to me when it comes to him. So I decided to take a quick look into Andy Milonakis just to see if he has a valid argument, and we're going to get into it right after I start this show by rolling the...
He said to repeat on him.
Here's one of the big loopholes.
The king is back!
Called us Twitch bots. Good morning. Thank God, you ain't funny.
Hell of the day.
So hold this fucking L.
Why am I still...
Why am I toxic?
King fan. Okay, King fan.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Oh Andy, oh Andy, oh Andy, oh Andy. Let's take a look at some things about you. Let's talk about you. You used to have a show. Way back when you were young, you had a show on MTV, if I'm not mistaken, right? The Andy Milonakis show. You won't let us forget about it. I won't sit here and pretend that the Andy Milonakis show was just some huge failure or anything like that. I'll give you credit where credit is due. Good job. The problem I have with that is the fact that you're still talking about it 12 years later. How are you not done talking about that damn show so much later? And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to pretend that I was too young to watch that show. I didn't watch that. I don't know anything about it. I know the intro. Let's roll the intro.
I write peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Bees on my head, but don't call me a bee head. Bruce Lee's on my head, but don't call me a Lee head.
From the gist of it, from the clips I've seen from it, and the things that I've seen you talk about, it was kind of a random show, really quirky, really here's my spork ass show about nothing, right? If I'm wrong, correct me. It was very random. You talked about pancakes on your face and weird shit like that all day.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the...
And you said that this show helped create memes. That's what his argument kind of goes. You said this show helped create memes. You are the creator or founder or OG of memes. That's not true. No one believes that. Not even you. No one thinks that Andy Milonakis is the meme man. And something I found funny is during this whole quirky, random, spork holding ass phase of yours that I thought was a phase, I thought you were a kid, like everybody else. I thought you were young when you did this show. Now it turns out, during this show where you were acting really childish and immature, I thought that, hey, 16, 15, 17 years old at the best, you were 29. You were old as fuck. I thought you were a kid during that entire show, and with you being 29, 14 years ago, it makes you 43 today, Andy. Not a kid. I thought you may behave and act immature still. You may have thin skin and throw fits and tantrum because I thought that you still had to go through puberty the way you act. I thought that you were still stuck in the phase, but this is just who you are. It's time to man up. It's time for the balls to drop. It's time to stop throwing fits every time somebody critiques you or mentions you or says anything you don't like about you. It's okay for you to respond, but it's another thing for you to start pouting. Speaking of responses, your main response to Memology was saying how irrelevant he was and how uncreative he is. Now, I'll start with the first part of being irrelevant. You responded to a tweet that he put out that he didn't tag you in. You also then proceeded to not only after finding that tweet from this irrelevant person, I don't really see irrelevant people. When I say someone's irrelevant, I don't see them. I don't know of them. I don't hear of them. Yet you know all about him. You know about his channel, you've described it. You even raced the comment as soon as the video about you went up yesterday. He put that video up and in 10 seconds you were in the comments like, yo, wait, look, this is not real, this is not quality, look at this boring content. Why are you so obsessed with this guy? Aren't you above this shit? You tell us how important you are, how relevant you are. But if that were true, why would you be mingling with people that you consider to be peasants, right? Why are you having this extended back and forth with him if he doesn't mean anything to you? I think he's in your head, rent-free, all day. Which is interesting when you consider the fact that you consider yourself much bigger than he'll ever be. You just went on and on about your follower count and how some people, you were even attacking random people like, oh, you only have 2 followers, stop talking to me. If a follower count voids opinions, then god damn it, we are fucked. There are a lot of idiots with huge followings. That does not make them smart. That does not make them more important. That does not make them significant in any way, more so than anybody else. Secondly, the fun part. You talked about creativity. You said that Memology lacked creativity. He hadn't had a creative bone in his pocket. I already told you I didn't care about your damn show. So we're not going to focus on something that far in the past. I could rip that show apart, I'm sure, and tell you how unfunny I think it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I said I wasn't. Here's a clip from the show that shows just how funny and hilarious and random that show was.
It's here, it's here, it's here. Oh, yes. Oh, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. You're a fat murderer. Get the up!
Now with that out of the way, let's talk about recently. You're a streamer on Twitch. The only thing I know about you is your history with Ice and the fact that people used to call you, I think, Drunk Andy or some dumbass shit, because the only thing you did on stream was turn on the camera, eat food, and drink. You didn't do anything entertaining whatsoever. You were just coasting on your past accomplishments and your name. You never did anything to grow. You should be far bigger than you are. It's almost fair to say that if your name was anything else on Twitch, no one would give a damn. If your name was instead, say, Sandy about this or something like that, no one would give 2 fucks about your streams because they're boring, and I'll prove it right now. Here's a stream from maybe 2 days ago. Let's see the entertainment and the creativity flow through your stream that you swear you have.
Chat, you gonna smash that one or pass it?
A laser beam box. Simply lay the bacon onto a paper towel.
Oh my god!
Its melting
I can't believe we've been watching material items
temperature is
for the last hour.
96 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, that's just the first part, is you just watch other people's content and you don't critique it. You don't even give an opinion. You just react. You barely react. You just kind of sit there and watch it, maybe chuckle every now and then. If that's what you consider creative, then I'm really confused, because you criticize Memology and you call him a slideshow because he shows other people's tweets and types words for his opinions. At least he's giving an opinion. You just sit there and watch everyone else's hard work and reap the benefits. If you had bigger tits, you would literally be a Twitch star. You sit in IRL and you just watch other shit. You don't really bring anything to the table. But instead of big tits and cleavage, you have your name. That's what you bring to the table. Now, you did this for hours and hours, right? Boring shit. Now, I know you're thinking like, oh, you're just nitpicking. Let's go to the second half of the stream. Your viewers are literally watching you watch paint dry. I don't have to make a joke about how boring that has to be. It can't just be me. Everyone else has to realize that this is extremely boring to watch, no? Are we entertained? Is this what we come to see, Andy watching paint dry? You should be ashamed of yourself. It took me maybe 10, 20 minutes to find this shit. I didn't feel like going through all of your content. I didn't feel like making this a whole big thing. To be honest with you, I was like, man, I'm gonna go through so many clips. I'm gonna really get this guy. And then I got sleepy. I can't watch your shit. I don't see how anybody watches your shit. So I'm going to try to make this quick. I assume this video isn't going to be long. That's not only because you're boring, but it's also because I just don't want, I want to do other stuff. I don't want to watch you dry paint all day. I don't care about the things you say. I just want to give you this L of the day. And I hope that one day you will go through puberty. I don't expect to make another video because this whole thing really isn't about you and me. But it's kind of my thing to call out idiocy. You see how I switched it? Because everyone called me out for saying idiocracy last time instead of idiocy in that last video. I learned my mistakes. I grow as a person. If you were smart, Andy, you take notes and you grow as a person. I'm not talking about your physical height. I'm not talking about any of that dumb shit. I'm talking about you inside your mentality. If you were smart, you would grow as a person like me and everyone else who watches me. We all tend to mature over time, unlike you. Now, with that being said, let's focus on more important issues. I still haven't did a 100K video, which is well overdue. I'll get to it if you want me to get to it. If you want that 100K rent, I can give it to you only if you want it. I plan to record 2 more videos tonight, right now. As soon as I end this, I'm planning to start to record again, which is why I really didn't want to give as much time to Andy Milonakis as I did. One of those videos is going to be me retelling the story time. I tweeted about this. It's going to be me retelling the story time because I have, I think, 4 private videos of story times that I thought were really, really good, but they were well before I blew up. I had like less than 1K when I recorded those and uploaded. And I think if I retell them, you enjoy it. So let me know if you want to see those. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the L of the Day. If you enjoy this hoodie, be sure to go to dreamsruleme.com. Type in code LDAY to get 30% off. 10% of all profits go to mental health awareness. As far as this goes, if you agree with this L, be sure to leave a like on the video. Let me know how you feel about all this down in the comments below. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to join me and the famous few on our path to greatness. Until next time, this has been Miles King, and I have nothing left to say. With all of that being said, this has been your L of the...
Bom, bom, bom.